tune bursts out of her phone at 7 o'clock in the morning. She awakes and slides her finger across the word dismiss on the screen. She rubs the sleep out of her eyes and stretches her toes. She sits up and proceeds to tell herself in her head, I am going to have a wonderful and productive day today. Thank you for this new day. After she finds some comfortable clothes to wear, she continues into her daily bathroom routine of the usuals. Once her breath is fresh, her bladder is emptied, and her face and underarms are feeling ready to take on the day, she wanders into the kitchen. She fills herself with fresh water and her favorite supplements while her daily dose of coffee is being brewed. She stands in the doorway with a smile on her face as the birds sing to her and the sun waves hello. I am happy, she thinks to herself. She takes a sip of her favorite dark roast and walks over to her desk. She gathers her headphones and a couple crystals and wanders over to another room. This room has a fluffy rug in the middle of it with a few pillows. A crystal bowl sits in the middle, and a multitude of green plants surrounds the space. A statue of Buddha sits on a small table with a moat of crystals around it. This room vibrates peace for her. She sets her coffee down on the floor, grabs a pillow to sit on, and crosses her legs in front of her. With a few deep breaths, she slowly closes her eyes and focuses on the breath flowing in and out of her nostrils. Where am I? Where am I going? Where do I want to go? It's difficult sometimes to pull ourselves from the daily grind, the daily complaints, the daily opinions, and, well, the daily negative cycle of our lives. About a year and a half ago, I found myself consumed with anxiety. What if this happens? What if that happens? There is so much wrong with this world. What can I do to make it better? How do I make it better? Can I make it better? What if it can't get better? What if we are all doomed? What if? I would sit strapped in fear. It took over my thoughts, so much so that I became desperate to find some kind of relief. I can't get it to shut off. Where the fuck is the shut-off switch? I can't take it anymore. Ugh! I sought out meditations, self-help books, affirmations, a shaman, more meditation, monks, qigong, and at first I thought, am I just a quack? Is any of this even working? But then after months, I started to realize that I was a little different. I wasn't reacting the same to some things. My mind was starting to realize what peace was. It's funny, I started to feel different, better, think differently. I was happier for longer periods of time, but still I would have days where I would go back to completely questioning if what I was doing was hokey. Why? I have literally proven to myself that my new changes and ways of living were in fact creating a version of myself I was starting to like. But society, our beliefs, our traditions, and the way a lot of us were brought up really has a way of breaking us down, making us feel like shit. Why am I here? What is the point to anything? We live in a world where we constantly hate, judge, hurt, and we don't really care about our environment. Sometimes spending days, weeks, and even months letting my thoughts control me, rehashing every scenario in the past that pissed me off or made me unhappy. She said this, I said that. She said this, I said that. She said this, I said that. Fuck you. Repeat. And what exactly is that accomplishing? Did the past change in some way from me replaying it over and over in my head? Yes, we all have days, but mine were starting to be less and less as the year went on. I was noticing that I was able to let go of more things that were out of my control, and I wanted to spend more time figuring out myself. A door opened for me, and all those past events started to dissipate. It's not doing anything good. Dwelling on all that negative shit was taking up so much time. And the person it was creating was not someone I liked looking at when I finally saw her. So starts my journey into seeing myself, my possibilities, and starting to see a positive future. It's time for me to focus on the positive, and it's time to focus on changing myself for the better. Because if I can't change for the better, how can I change the world for the better?